My name is Joe. 20 years ago, my wife and I moved to Lake County with our 4 young children and settled down. In that time, we've worked, worshiped, played, and raised our family. Today, I've met the people and discovered the businesses and organizations that make up a vibrant, dynamic community. Join us as we share with you what makes South Lake great. I'm Joe, and Joe knows South Lake. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. It's a happy, Friday. I don't know what I'm thinking. I tell you what I'm thinking. Miss Doris gave me a phrase. I told her I was going to steal it for today. I should have written it down. It's a happy South Lake morning. How about that? I don't know if that's what it was, but we're going to go with that this morning. Welcome to the show. I am Joe Carlisle, and this is Joe Knows South Lake. Apparently, Joe knows being foggy, and I'm on my 3rd cup of coffee. Welcome to the show. We're really excited today. We have a great show in store for you today. Just quick reminder, we do have premium spots left for a sponsor. We have plenty of sponsorship opportunities open. If you'd like to talk about that, you know how to reach me. I'll talk about that again a little bit later. Today, you may or may not know, is National Chocolate Milk Day. Do I hear cheers in the room?
Hooray!
National Chocolate Milk Day. And today we're going to talk about the finer points of chocolate milk. We're also going to talk about Erica's Tea Room. It premiered last night. We're going to talk about, we're going to do a cup of Joe today, and we're going to talk a little bit about gratitude. And finally, I'm very excited to announce our new segment, Star Student Spotlight, Academic Spotlight, where we bring on the amazing teachers and students. I should reverse that. The amazing students and teachers here in South Lake County. So our first guest will be an amazing young woman named Selena Misciagno. And as she said to me, Selena spelled the same way as Gomez. So we're looking forward to talking to her and doing all of this stuff. We do need to hear from our amazing sponsors. I'll be back in just a minute. I'm looking forward to seeing you.
The best things in life aren't items we can grab and hold. They are the moments that grab and hold us. Moments that captivate us, inspire us, and enrich us. Moments that bring joy, strength, and peace. At Sing Insurance and Financial Services, we help you to treasure these times by being there when life's most difficult moments arise. Through our services, you will find independence, flexibility, health, and security that will prosper and protect your life. Whether you are driving that new car, buying that new home, opening that new business, or building a new family, we provide you the peace of mind and freedom to enjoy life's best things. Your next moment is waiting. Are you ready?
Purchasing a home? Hi, I'm Mary Rhodes with the Mortgage Firm, your local direct lender for FHA, VA, conventional, and USDA mortgages. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to purchase a vacation home, we can help. Visit our website today for more information.
Welcome back. Good to see you again. Hey, really quickly, I noticed while I was watching Erica's Tea Room last night that Michael Singh's new ad has played. I want to welcome Mike. He's a great guy. Good addition to the South Lake TV family of sponsors. Really appreciate him, his belief and his encouragement. And we're going to see if we can help him build his business too. So thanks, Mike. All right. National Chocolate Milk Day. Today we're going to talk about the finer points of chocolate milk. Seems simple, right? But it's not. Look, if you go to the store to buy chocolate milk, you have to be careful because many stores don't even sell chocolate milk. What they sell is chocolate milk drink. And it's all sorts of stuff to make it look and feel like chocolate milk, but it's not actually chocolate milk. Me personally, the best way to guarantee it is you got to do it yourself. You will notice I have milk here. I have Hershey's chocolate syrup. And I have my secret chocolate milk weapon, an empty mayonnaise jar. That's right, an empty mayonnaise jar. Now this is how this is going to go. See if I can do this quick enough. Oh, got to use the teeth, right? Oh, pen. That's even better. I should have thought of opening this before we came on.
It's okay, Joe. It's Wednesday, so you have.
It's
plenty of time
Wednesday, so I have plenty
Fridays
of time before Saturday to get this done, right?
Take your time, sir. We're not live.
That's all I need. That's all I need. There we go. Okay. Chocolate milk. Now, here's the thing. You could use whole milk. Now, when I'm making chocolate milk, I much prefer the syrup. Many, many years when I was a kid in the 70s, we were po. I mean, po. Po is worse than poor. We were po. And every now and then, my mom would splurge on the Nestle's Quick powder. But it doesn't make milk as good. You got to stir it up. Now, if we're talking hot chocolate, which we'll talk about sometime in December, then we'll use the powder because I got a secret for that. So what do? It seems simple, right? You think it seems simple? Here's the thing. The best way to make chocolate milk is not to use whole milk. If you use whole milk, it's almost too rich and too thick. Because when you add chocolate syrup, it's going to get a little thick. It's going to be very heavy. So, do you like a little bit of chocolate or do you like it really chocolate? Now, here's the secret. Okay? Seems simple. Are you with me so far?
Yes.
You're with me so far?
Yes.
All right. Now, the best part of this is if you use whole milk, this will bubble up when you shake. But if you use 2% milk, you're not going to kill yourself with richness or thickness. And now we are going to have the perfect chocolate milk. Is it perfect because I made it? Or is it perfect because it's in a South Lake TV cup?
It's a little bit of both, Joe.
Here's the best part of chocolate milk. When you do it like this, you can mix up enough for what you need. It's easier than doing it in a cup. And finally, you can put that in the fridge, keep it. It's actually milk. It'll keep for as long as the milk is fresh. And you can use that in your coffee, on your ice cream. You can do all sorts of stuff. So, finer points of chocolate milk. Happy National Chocolate Milk Day. All right, Erica's Tea Room. I'm impressed, Jay. I'm impressed. Miss Pat, I didn't say a word. Me and Miss Pat watched it. You know, I was watching the cooking and the interplay and the story, the way it was cutting together. I was really impressed. Miss Pat, hard to please. Hard to please. It was all over. I looked at her. I said, "What'd you think?" She said, "I liked it. I think it'll be popular. I think it's going to catch on." So that's high praise. That's better than Nielsen, dude.
Cool. I'll take it. It's a fun show. I want to give a shout out to Erica's Tea Room. If you didn't get a chance to watch it last night, you can go to their Facebook page, Erica's Tea Room and Gifts. We'll be replaying it throughout the day, intermixed with Joe's episode today. And the first episode, we've set up the fact that Erica went ahead and bought 500 teapots of one particular style of teapot, and we're going to try to figure out this season how they're going to sell 500 teapots. So, and in between that, they do some cooking. They made some cherry almond scones last night. So each episode will feature a little bit of storyline between the owners, which is a mom and daughter duo of Erica and Lila Shanoff, and some of the folks that work there at Erica's Tea Room, and the hijinks that they get into throughout the day and during their special events. They normally have 2 to 3 monthly events that they do, which are really, really fun, usually jam-packed, mixed with sing-alongs and activities and a 3 or 4 course meal depending on the event that you're going to. So a lot of really cool stuff, and we're going to be documenting that throughout this season every week, Thursday night at 8 o'clock on southlake.tv or on their Facebook page. You can check out a new episode. So we're really excited to finally get them up and going.
It was actually kind of cool. They spurred, I don't know, they spurred quite a heated debate in my household last night as to, because their scones were round. And so the heated debate was, well, is it, can you call it a scone if it doesn't have that traditional triangular shape? So Miss Pat and I were going back and forth on that quite a bit. I almost ended up on the couch for the night, but I decided to tell her she was right, because she usually is. So I might as well just accept it in the moment instead of figuring it out later and paying the price. Yeah, very good show. Very good show. As a matter of fact, I'm a little jealous, Jay. We're going to have to work on my cooking show. Yes. Or at least my cooking segment at some point, because now I'm really motivated.
Good.
So A good job. The other thing, too, is I want to say congratulations to Erica and her mom. Two ladies work really hard, come through. They've got a great story as well. I'd love to get them on at some point in time. But I just want to say congratulations. It's not easy to do. While I know I make this look wonderfully easy, this does take some work. The planning, not just the cutting and the stuff that Jay does, but planning the shots. You know, this doesn't come together because he shows up for 2 hours one afternoon. Literally weeks and months of planning and scripting and planning shots and talking about what we're going to talk about just ends up being a lot of work. And I want to say congratulations to Erica and her mom. It's just great folks. Finally, real quick, I want to wrap up this week. The Cup of Joe has been a little hard to do this week because it's been some hard lessons. We talked about Lily yesterday, who passed away of cancer when she was 10 years old. And, all day long I was thinking, I can't even imagine how you take the next step. A year later, how do you not lie in bed and just mourn? But they do it. And they moved on, and you can tell just from her little brother talking about when he grows up, he was actually taking orders for Christmas cookies because his sister's biggest wish was to open a bakery to raise money to help families with kids with cancer. And, what am I doing that's important, right? It just really kind of put that in that perspective. And we talked about things like this all week, being aware of what you have, being aware of the people around you. Yesterday really was kind of about compassion. And today I want to talk about gratitude really briefly, and I've talked about this before. And I try to start my day, every day, with a gratitude list. And I won't go into how that works because I've talked about that. I have a friend who my dear friend Holly Alexander wrote a book called, a series of books actually called The Magic Money Books. And in it she has a concept about when you start getting down or questioning what you have or what you don't have. She talks about walking around your house and touching those things that you need to be grateful for. And it's not necessarily just the couch you bought, but walk outside and touch the road you didn't pave, or the fence you didn't build, or the tree you didn't grow. How about the power lines that were constructed so you could turn on a television? These kind of things is the basis for everything. You can't be driven. You can't be compassionate. You can't be successful if you don't have some level of gratitude. Because without gratitude, nothing else happens. It really is the foundation to life. So I would encourage you today just to work on being more grateful for those things around you. When you're irritated in traffic today, keep in mind you didn't hang the light. Somebody else even figured out the rules, regulations that flow traffic so you can even get to where you're going. And I'll cut off there because I want to have plenty of time to talk to my star student, Selena Misciagno. I know I keep slowing down, but her last name is hard to pronounce. It's traditional Italian. It's a long, hard name to pronounce because it's, you pronounce it just like it's spelled, right? Do you remember Barney Miller, Jay?
Nope.
You're not quite that old. They used to have a character on this show called The Barney Miller Show. It was about cops. There was a character named Wojciechowicz, and people would ask him how he spells it, and he'd say, it's spelled just like it sounds, Anyway, so we'll be back in a minute. We're going to hear from the sponsors, including our new friend, our new family member, Michael Singh. And we're going to be back, and I'll see you. And when we come back, we'll have Selena with us. So I'm really looking forward to this.
Welcome to Erica's Tea Room. Located in the heart of downtown Claremont, this specialty tea shop offers a traditional high tea experience that can be enjoyed with family and friends. While here, you can choose from over 100 teas from all over the world, and a multitude of teapots are available for purchase. Join us for lunch or choose from one of our special evening events. Call to make a reservation. Erica's Tea Room, making memories with every cup.
Saturday night, October 5th, Claremont, Florida, get ready as Local Pro Wrestling presents Fight Fest, featuring 6 hard-hitting matches, including the Technical Alchemist, David Mercury, against Aaron Epic. In the semi-main event, a 20-man over-the-top rope battle royal, and former TNA superstar Mr. 630 Jarrell Clark. And the main event for the evening, former WWF WCW superstar, the Cuban Assassin, takes on the marquee Bruce Santee. Adult tickets are $15 and children ages 5 to 12 are only $10. Tickets are available now on Eventbrite. For more details, follow us on Facebook at Local Pro Wrestling or visit localprowrestling.com. Come support Local Pro Wrestling live.
The best things in life aren't items we can grab and hold. They are the moments that grab and hold us. Moments that captivate us, inspire us, and enrich us. Moments that bring joy, strength, and peace. At Sing Insurance and Financial Services, we help you to treasure these times by being there when life's most difficult moments arise. Through our services, you will find independence, flexibility, health, and security that will prosper and protect your life. Whether you are driving that new car, buying that new home, opening that new business, or building a new family, we provide you the peace of mind and freedom to enjoy life's best things. Your next moment is waiting. Are you ready?
Hello, I'm Mary Rhodes with the mortgage firm, your local mortgage lender. I've helped thousands of families achieve the dream of homeownership in Lake County, and I would love to help you. Our team has over 30 years of experience helping first-time homebuyers, veterans, move-up buyers, seasoned investors, and more. Please read our reviews and visit us at mortgagefirmpros.com.
Welcome back. I am so excited to have Selena Misciagno with me. Selena was recommended to me through a few sources. We'll get into that in just a second. I want to say thank you to my sponsors. Again, stuff like this, I don't get to meet people like Selena without them. I really appreciate them. We have a premium sponsorship spot still available. Again, I'll talk about that on the back end of the show just as we start to clear out. Welcome, Selena. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Selena, I was sharing with somebody my desire to have to put a spotlight on some of the students and the teachers we have in the area, and I'm very, very lucky that through my work with the chamber and some of the very generous people there, Selena's name actually came up twice, like right away. When I said to somebody I'd love to do this, they were like, you need to talk to Selena Misciagno. So I reached out to her mom, asked permission. Turned out Selena's 18. I didn't need permission, but I asked anyways. Selena was so gracious to take my call, so I'm going to put my glasses on because to read Selena's intro, there's a lot. So I want to make sure I get it all right. All right, Selena is a senior at East Ridge High School and duly enrolled at Lake Sumter State College in the Health Science Collegian program, studying to become a nurse practitioner. She is also a member of the National Honor Society. She was the community outreach coordinator and event planner for the second annual Kindness Palooza. She is currently a wedding coordinator for SMS. What does the SMS stand for?
Sophisticated. We have different things that we like to incorporate within our company. So we are sophisticated, we're stylish, and we're modern, and that's kind of what we like to bring.
Sophisticated, modern, stylish events. SMS Events and Design. She is a serial volunteer working with disabled and challenged children and adults, and she was the founder, director, and all around all-around driver to the Strikeout Leukemia Claremont bowling tournament. We're going to talk about that quite a bit. But I got to say, this is quite an impressive resume for somebody who's 18, Selena. Most people your age are worried about when their next video game is going to happen and how much money they can get from dad, to go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about you. Tell us about how you why did you want to become duly enrolled? Where did that come from?
Yeah, so kind of tying into the kindness campaign that I'm sure we'll talk about, I actually homeschooled myself through middle school, and I didn't have any intentions on going to public high school. The atmosphere was really difficult socially for me. But when I found out about...
For high school or for homeschool?
For high school, the thought of public high school kind of like frightened me, considering I didn't have a good experience in middle school. But when I found out about this Health Science Collegiate Academy, it was actually the second year it came out was when I was entering high school. And basically, they said, hey, we have a program where you can go to high school for 2 years and go straight to college the last 2 years of high school. So to me, that was a no-brainer. That's something that I've always been interested in. I knew I've wanted to be in the medical field for quite some time now, so I thought that was kind of an opportunity I couldn't pass up. College has always been like a top priority of mine for quite some time now.
Let's track this back. At 14,
yes,
14, you had the vision to say, I want to be in the medical field, and here's a good opportunity.
Yeah.
And even though high school looks a little uncomfortable, I'm not really looking forward to it. I'll put up with it for 2 years so I can get to where I want to go. Was there anything in particular that happened to make you want to be in the medical field, or was it just an interest of yours?
So kind of growing up, my family always kind of told me, oh, you're going to be a future nurse, or, oh, you're going to be a doctor. They always kind of thought that was the route I was going to go, just because of my personality and kind of like I have like the natural mother, like nurturer kind of thing going on. And so growing up, I always kind of kept my eyes open about what kind of career I wanted to pursue. I love doing research. I'm kind of a nerd that way, but every time I hear a new field that I haven't heard of, I would always go look it up, see what the deal is. But I just always knew that this is where I was meant to be. This is my calling, is to be in the medical field and to help people. That's kind of...
We're going to talk about your calling in a minute. And I find it quite ironic that you describe yourself as a nerd, because you certainly don't present the nerd picture. And I've had a couple of separate conversations with you, and not in any of those have I ever gotten the nerdy vibe. So I will just leave that alone.
You ask my family, and they will tell you I am the geek of the family.
This duly enrolled is a program, is an opportunity that you can do in the state of Florida. Okay, mm-hmm. I mean, it's something you get to do. The idea is you get to leave high school with an AA degree, and people may not be aware that if you have an AA degree from a Florida community college, you have to be accepted by a state university. You don't have to be accepted in every program, but you do have to be accepted by the university. They can't just deny you.
Yeah.
So I want to fast forward a little bit because you've gotten into this program, and 3 years ago now, 3 years ago now, the high school youth community and the community in general hit by 2 suicides.
Yes.
In the same season. I believe one of them was on a campus.
Yeah.
And
right down the road.
Yeah. And this really kind of spurred the kindness program as something that was going on in the northern part of the county, and there were people that brought it here in the southern part of the county. But you got involved in the second year.
Yeah.
And I know that you and a few other kids, it's a National Honor Society project in general of the schools. You and several other kids really drove that. It was a resounding success. And we had a conversation, talked about the numbers the first year when it was really fresh and 2 months old, and then a year later. It's still a resounding success. But you moved on to some other really cool things. And Selena described to me a journey of a journey of connections that brought her to the next subject I want to talk about. It all had to do with her opportunities to volunteer at the Dreamplex, which brought you to a job. Tell us a little bit about that.
About my journey to kind of where I am
Briefly,
now.
The journey of how the volunteer opportunity brought you to the job that you have now, and then we're going to talk about that last thing. So make it brief, because I really want to talk about that last thing a lot.
So basically, I mean, as most high school students, we kind of all strive for the Bright Future Scholarship. So volunteer hours are kind of very important to that. So a few years ago, I was just kind of picking and choosing different events I could just pick up a few hours at. And one particular event that I volunteered at was the annual Dreamplex Gala. And I had no idea what I was really expecting.
Can you tell us what that is? Tell us what the Dreamplex Gala is.
So the Dreamplex Gala is an annual fundraiser, usually in the fall, where it's not black tie, but it's a very formal event. So they have performances from the Dreamplex, and they usually have motivational speakers. We had Tim Tebow, the first year I volunteered, come out and speak. So I think God just kind of like put it all together for me, but I went to that one event, and that the coordinator of that event is actually my boss now, but that introduced me to the Dreamplex. And when I saw what the Dreamplex was doing, I was like, where do I sign up?
We're all in.
I was like, I signed up the next day. So when I connected with the Dreamplex, I volunteered with them for about 6 months, and then I was offered a job at the Dreamplex. And after working at the Dreamplex for over a year, I was presented with a job opportunity to learn.
let me slow you down. I just want you to tell us, because it's easy to gloss over.
I know.
The job you had at the Dreamplex was working with what type of people?
I actually worked for their after-school program and all their summer programs, but I also kind of volunteered while I worked there just for fun. But no, I loved it. It was amazing. And
what kind of people were you working with? You told me this last night.
Children with disabilities.
Children with disabilities. This is a key point here.
Children with disabilities, and that's where I kind of learned that I really found a love for that, and with these connections with the families and parents, I just completely fell in love with it.
People describe you as grateful. Do you think that's why?
Yes.
That you have a real appreciation.
Yes, and that's why when I experienced the Dreamplex and all that it brought into my life, that's what kind of spearheaded all the future projects I did. So everything we're going to talk about, it all kind of sourced from the Dreamplex.
So Selena basically has this experience. She's working with these kids and adults sometimes. She ends up with this wonderful job opportunity to learning to be a wedding planner. Now she is a wedding planner. Yeah. But Selena did something else I really want to shine a light on is through her work with the Dreamplex, she was exposed to somebody who died of cancer.
Yeah.
I want you to talk about the leukemia event that you did.
Yeah. So.
And we're running out of time. So
okay, I'll try to make it quick. But basically, last year through the Dreamplex, obviously I created very deep connections with the kids. We called them our kids, and they were our babies. And one day I went into work, and the news was passed to me that one of my kids was diagnosed with leukemia out of nowhere, and it was pretty awful. And 3 months later, she actually passed away. And she was only 9 years old, and she had Down syndrome. So that really hit my heart pretty heavy. I had never experienced that before, so that kind of really tugged my heart in the direction that's something that I really wanted to contribute to in my future projects. So from that came the Strikeout Leukemia Bowling event. That was a huge success in April.
Well, I think we have it up on the screen, your Facebook page. You can walk us through this a little bit.
Yeah, so the Facebook page is really an outlet for all the guests to kind of get the pictures from the event. So I had a bunch of...
What's going on here? Who's this?
So this is Caleb. He's a fantastic bowler, actually. But I had awards donated. He's one of my favorites. That's Amir. He's one from the Dreamplex. I love him to pieces. This is our first place team. So as you can see, we had ages from all over, everyone kind of participating together. Yep. So, and I had everyone sign a bowling pin. And yeah, it was just lots of fun. You know, we had tons of people from the Dreamplex. Oh my gosh, I love those children so much.
So here's the thing, and Selena really is too humble to point it out. I'll see if I can get through this. Is this affected her in a way that she wanted to know how she could make a difference, didn't want to just wallow. Mm-hmm. And so she didn't just work on this. This project was her baby. She contacted the Children's Leukemia Society. Is that what it was? In New Jersey?
Childhood Leukemia Foundation.
Childhood Leukemia Foundation in New Jersey. Worked with them, found the donors, found the sponsors, really put it all together. This was, and I'm sure, and Selena, when I was talking about this yesterday, gave all the credit to her volunteers and everybody who supported her. But without somebody with the vision and the passion, this doesn't happen.
Right.
Sorry, not enough coffee. Okay? So here's the deal. Where does this take you? I know you're going to do this again.
Oh, yeah.
This was 2019 you did this?
Yeah,
Was this last spring? So you have another one planned already?
Yeah, so the goal is to host the event in March. I would like to do it right before spring break when things kind of start to wind down. But I actually plan to do this even when I move away, when I move out of South Lake County for college. I still plan to do this, connect with the bowling alley, and build those connections because, this community is everywhere. These are families in our community that deal with this all the time that we just don't know about. So, wherever I am, I feel like if I can do this not knowing anything about the event business, then I feel like I can do it anywhere.
You are so right. Thank you, Selena, for joining us. I really, really appreciate it. This is why it was so important to me to find a way to start spotlighting the youth, the academics, the teachers in our community, because there's so much we don't know about.
Yeah.
And it's so easy when something like this starts to happen to forget half the community, which is those of us that are under the age of 21, and really not taking their place in the business community, but are really part of it. So thank you, Selena. I really appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
And I know Selena's going to help me find a whole bunch of other really cool people. We'll bring her back closer to the tournament to talk about the tournament and promote that for her. I did want to say, if you know anybody who's an awesome student or an amazing teacher, please, Fridays is reserved from now on for them. I want you to reach out to me. You know the information. I'm pretty sure Jay has it up on the screen. Please give me a call, send me an email. I'd love to bring them on. I have plenty of spaces available as of now, but get them quick because they're going to fill up. Also, if you know anybody that should be promoting their business here, or somebody has an organization they would like to promote, I still have premium promotion spots available. This sponsorship can have your logo in it, and all you have to do is reach out to me at onejoeknows@gmail.com or call me on the phone number listed. Finally, I would like to say there is greatness inside you. Don't be afraid to share it. Don't be afraid to be like Selena and show you have greatness inside you. This has been our show for today. I'm really looking forward to next week. We have a whole new lineup of guests, and I guess I'll see you then. And I love you. Bye-bye. My name is Joe. 20 years ago, my wife and I moved to Lake County with our 4 young children and settled down. In that time, we worked, worshiped, played, and raised our family. Today, I've met the people and discovered the businesses and organizations that make up a vibrant, dynamic community. Join us as we share with you what makes South Lake great. I'm Joe, and Joe knows South Lake.